The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI, or should I say, Arriba todos, soy Adam de FWCI, because this is The Simpsons with the Spanish audio turned on. This is something that was an idea that stemmed from a video. I think it was the TV show The Boys. Somebody told me to, or maybe I stumbled on it by accident. I can't remember. But I changed the audio to Spanish, and it sounded great. And I'm a big fan of the Spanish language. I'd love to try and learn it. I'm low-key trying to pick up as much of it as I possibly can. And I thought, what better way to do that than to watch some of my favorite moments from The Simpsons in Spanish with the dialogue and the subtitles on so I can follow along with what's going on. And I thought, screw it, let's do it. I reached out to a couple of friends to get their ideas on what clips I should have a look at, and I've got a bit of a list here. So we're going to go through these, and if you want a full-length version of this reaction, go to patreon.com/FWCI, because I imagine the full length is probably going to have a lot of stuff in it that gets cut from the YouTube edit as I fumble my way through some of the pronunciation, and I will be pausing and trying to do certain lines, not everything. Some of it I'm just going to sit and watch and enjoy, but there will certainly be bits of dialogue that I will have an invested interest in trying to learn the Spanish pronunciation of. And if for some reason this becomes very popular, let me know what scene from The Simpsons, or I guess any show that's got Spanish dialogue, you'd like me to have a reaction to. And I've seen all of these a million times, so this is not my first time watching The Simpsons. I mean, come on. I was raised in the basking glow of The Simpsons every single weeknight on TV. I'm going to start with one of my favorite episodes, Bart versus Australia, for obvious reasons, and I'm going to pick it up from when they're already in Australia and they go into the pub where Marge gets offered a beer, and Bart and Lisa get offered a game of knifey spoony. You know, we've all played that one. Let's go.
Australia, Estados, Australia,
Homero,
Australia,
vamos.
Estados, Australia, Estados, au!
En Norteamérica no toleramos estupideces, señor.
Centro Cultural, no.
Can I just say, the guy they've got doing Homer's voice, I'm already loving. And Homer's voice is a big part of his comedy, so I'm already loving this.
Lisa, cuidado con la cámara.
Bueno, tú ganas. Veo que tú sí viste la película.
Wow, I cannot pick up any of that at all.
Deme una de esas enormes cervezas tan famosas que...
Enormous cerveza? I know that.
¿Qué pasa, Yankee?
¿Qué pasa, Yankee? I mean, no Aussie accent at all on these characters, which is fine, but I would love to hear just like a really broad, legitimate Australian accent. ¿Qué pasa, Yankee? I'm gonna put the Spanish subtitles on as well, because I know all this dialogue like the back of my hand. I think the subtitles will help. I think this is the way to go. This is the first time doing this, so bear with me.
Sí.
Cerveza.
Sí. Ah.
Sí.
Well done. That is brilliant work. It's so weird watching a different dubbing of something that you know so fucking well.
Parlamento de Australia.
Oh, Parlamento de Australia. Spanish-speaking people, tell me, would you agree with the following statement? ¿Qué clase de pez... Oh, fuck, man. Patearía alguien con una bota gigante? Please legitimately let me know, was that an absolute complete butchering of the language, or did I sound like just a uneducated person that still knows what they're talking about? Now, one of my friends...
Los Simpson.
Oh, Los Simpson! Right. A friend of mine really liked a Streetcar named Marge, so I'm just gonna peruse this one.
¡Ah! Mi budín quedó atrapado para siempre. ¿Con qué puedo abrir una lata de budín, verdad? Tú no sabes nada, Marge. ¡Marge!
¿No podemos omitir eso?
By the way, that whole scene there felt like a Spanish soap opera. It really did, right down to the smashing of the bottle and the overly theatrical love story that's going on. All right, I need to pick episodes that I am, like, disgustingly familiar with. Oh, Homer's Barbershop Quartet. Alright. Rosebud. Los Simpsons.
Los Simpson.
Oh, sorry, Los Simpson. Is that because Los is, multiple? Is that why it's Los Simpson, not Los Simpsons?
Springfield, cuerno de la abundancia.
Alright, let's check out Homer's Barbershop Quartet.
Basura. Basura. Aviones al revés.
El avión está de cabeza. Cabeza. El avión está de cabeza.
Ah. ¿Stradiqué?
Stradiqué? Oh my god, some of these jokes work better in Spanish. El gordo que se está quedando pelón? Is that the balding fat ass? Probably should have picked a different line to do.
Espuma mágica.
Oh, la sacaron
What is going on with these subtitles? Are they wrong or am I just dumb?
del mercado porque dijeron que era veneno. Pero yo digo que el que es tan tonto para comerla merece morir.
Sometimes they seem right, sometimes, but, like, do you read them differently or something? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew trying to learn this from The Simpsons. Los Simpson! Alright, this is the episode, Series 5, Episode 4, Rosebud. This is probably the funniest episode of the show ever. If you haven't watched this in a while, go back and check it out. It is absolutely unhinged.
Damas y caballeros, este es Montgomery Burns. Su vida.
I love that one. Oh god.
Birthday, Burnsy! Happy birthday to you!
Y que pronto te vayas al infierno, carcamal.
Muy parecido a Lassie fue arrollado en el estacionamiento. Y el momento de la comedia con Homero Simpson.
Homero Simpson, alright.
¿Están listos para reír?
Con Homero Simpson.
¿Están listos para reír? That one, I need to try and remember.
¿Están listos para reír?
Para reír, alright.
Dije, ¿están listos para reír?
Cállese, hombre horrible.
Desconsiderito.
Mejor me voy a lo grande. Soy el señor Burns. Bla, 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 bla. Hagan esto, hagan lo otro. Bla, bla, bla. Bla, bla, bla. Soy Burns, bla, bla, bla.
Muy importante.
Destruyan.
Así hablo.
Destruyan.
Terminó la fiesta.
La fiesta terminó. Oh my god, this is great. It's little phrases like that I just love hearing the Spanish version of. La fiesta terminó, I think it was. Kill the party. Oh man. And obviously then we get that beautiful vision of Burns' dystopian foot soldiers destroying the party.
Sí, señor. Rechaza la primera oferta. Rechaza la primera oferta.
¿Puedo ofrecerle una copa?
Olvídelo, Burns. No hay trato. ¡Wow! Tengo que llamar a Burns. Tengo que llamar a Burns.
What was that crack noise? I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Excelente tiro, Smithers. Estaré abrazando a mi popo en unos minutos.
Buenas noches, ¿en qué puedo servir?
¿Más chocolate, señor Burns?
Sí.
Sí. Telling you, this episode is absolutely stacked with classic moments. 64 rebanadas de queso amarillo. That's 64 slices of American cheese, yeah?
64. 63. 2. 1.
¿Estuviste aquí toda la noche comiendo queso?
Creo que estoy ciego.
Why is this even funnier in Spanish than it is in fucking English? Dos. Oh, this isn't even the bit I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find when Burns goes on the TV.
Smithers, ya llegué.
Yes.
¿Qué? ¿Tan temprano?
¿Tan pronto?
Sí.
Sí.
¿Es mi imaginación o la tele está peor cada día?
Ay, es lo mismo.
As a kid, that moment had me in absolute tears of fucking laughter. Smithers, I'm home. What, already? Yes. One of the rare jokes on here that didn't seem to be as funny with the Spanish audio as with the English. But I am truly surprised at how many of these jokes are even funnier with that. Whoever does the voice of Homer in Spanish, he is just nailing it.
Buenas noches, hijo.
Papá,
¿Qué?
¿qué es la mente?
Now, this is more my speed.
Nada realmente.
Gracias, papá.
Buenas noches, hijo.
Wow, so when he said "hio," he's like "hio." Like, so it's a really quick pronunciation on that. Alright, Lord of the Dance. Let's have a look at some bits from this episode.
Estaba pensando en la freidora.
Ah, claro, lo haremos a tu modo.
Let me just walk right back there.
ofrece algo, señor?
Muchacho, qué grasoso.
¡Señor Maruco! ¡Ayúdeme!
Señor Maruco, auxilio.
No de ti, solo tienes que agregarle los accesorios, el brillo labial, bajar unos 2 kilos.
¿Que no somos muy pequeñas para usar maquillaje? ¿Cómo que 2 kilogramos? ¿Ustedes tienen pareja? ¿Cómo crees? ¡Ya no digas cómo crees!
See, she's saying hello, but that was a different word.
Los Simpson van a bailar. Pam, 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 pam.
Sí, voy. Ay,
¿Qué pasa?
nada.
¿Qué pasa? Nada. So, ¿qué pasa is what's wrong, right?
Oye, ¿esta es tu escuela?
En tiempo pasado.
Willie, why are you using Ajax?
¡De Escocia!
Santos maravillosos. Yo soy de Escocia. ¿En qué?
It's when Homer says he's from Scotland. So, Escocia is Scotland. Alright, let's follow this.
Somos estudiantes extranjeros de...
You're an exchange student from Scotland. Sí, mi grace.
al norte de Kilton.
En verdad, yo soy del norte de Kilton. ¿Conocen a Angus MacLeod?
¿Cocones, Angus MacLeod?
Asqueroso robagrasa. Los voy a matar.
That growl.
¡Ya no me golpees! ¡Duele mucho!
De acuerdo, perfecto. Te estrangularé unos momentos.
¡Muchas gracias!
I'm only picking up like some of this dialogue, but fuck, it's ringing so true. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up with my favorite episode of Los Simpson.
Los Simpson.
22 short stories about 22 short films about Springfield, I should say.
22 películas cortas sobre Springfield.
22 películas cortas sobre Springfield. Where's the word 22 in there? Because películas sounds like peculiar. Cortas is short, sobre is story, Springfield is Springfield. Vientidos, is that 22?
Tengo una abeja en el ojo, señor.
¿Y?
Soy alérgico a las picaduras.
Creo que mejor.
Ay, vacas locas, Smithers, vamos a caer.
Señor,
People that speak Spanish, let me know, how do they go, or people that are bilingual, I suppose, how do they go with translating Mr. Burns' crazy, like, early 1800s fucking dialogue that he uses?
Charme, coloque esa otra asquerosa pezuña suya sobre el pedal derecho.
That shit barely makes sense in English, let alone in Spanish for me. Like clodhoppers on doodads or something?
Taragán remolón. ¡Ay!
That is such a funny joke.
Caramba, amigo, cómprese un trago.
Por Dios, tomate algo. That holy smokes, you need booze.
Hola a todo el mundo.
Hola, doctor Sable.
Hola, Dr. Nick.
Estoy tras un vidrio a prueba de balas. Haz lo que quieras.
Bueno. Here we go. Time for some steamed hams, or whatever they're called.
Bueno, aquí estoy, Seymour.
Alright, so it starts off with, well, Seymour, I made it here despite your direction. Seymour logré lega pese a la dirección que me deste. Bienvenido, el superintendente Chalmers.
¿Está preparado para un almuerzo inolvidable?
By the way, funny in every language.
Eres un diablillo.
Oh, this is a good one. Deliciosamente diabolico. Seymour, deliciosamente diabolico, Seymour. Oh, that's going to be hard to learn, but I will put in the time.
Eres un diablillo, Seymour.
It sounds so different to how it looks.
Eso no es humo, es vapor. Vapor de las almejas al vapor que preparo. Almeja.
Vapor is, I guess, steam, yeah. Oh, that's, ese no es humo, es vapor. Sorry, vapor. Comeremos pato en salsa de frambuesa? See, that's where I'm completely lost. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Yeah, steamed clams we're having.
No, dije hamburguesas al vapor. Así les digo a las hamburguesas.
Les dice hamburguesas, ¿eh?
So I thought we were having steamed clams. Pensé que comíamos pato en salsa de frambuesa. No, I said steamed hams. No, steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers. No, Dia? I don't know what that word's doing there. Un plato de hamburgues al vapor. So hamburgers al vapor is steamed. Right, so does this joke maybe not translate that perfect? If you only watched this, or the first time you watched The Simpsons was with Spanish subtitles, let me know. Did some of these jokes not land? Just because it's a play on, steamed clams, steamed hams, but in Spanish those words don't quite have a complete opposite?
Yo soy de Útica y jamás oí el término hamburguesas al vapor.
No, en Útica, es expresión de Albany.
Ya veo.
The dialogue of this scene is so fucking good, and this just proves it. Even in Spanish, I'm like kind of captivated. Really, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anybody use the phrase steamed hams. So hamburguesas al vapor. Alright, hamburguesas al vapor.
Y les dice al vapor a pesar de que se asan en parrilla.
Parrilla? That's grilled?
Una cosa que debo... Discúlpeme un momento.
Un momento, yes.
¿Y ubicada específicamente en su cocina?
¿Sí?
¿Puedo verla?
No.
Oh, good lord, this is so fucking good. Seymour, la casa se está incendiando. There we go.
Buenas hamburguesas.
¡Auxilio! ¡Socorro!
Auxilio is help. Okay, I'm learning that much.
¿Qué les propone impuesto a las rosquillas?
The Homer voice is perfect. He's so good.
Pero no se llaman crostiburguesas con queso.
¿Ah, no? ¿Y cómo se llaman?
Cuarto de libra con queso.
Cuarto de libra con queso. So that's a what are they? Oh, quarter pounder with cheese. All right, quarto de libra con queso, quarter pounder with cheese. Okay, yep, sweet.
Ayúdenme, muchachos.
Whack, boys. Yes, this is what I'm curious to see what they do with this, because he's already Spanish.
Ay, qué día miserable en el trabajo.
I just get no subtitles.
¡Ay! ¡Ay, naranjas en la cabeza! ¡Ay!
I mean, does this age well?
Mira esto, qué cosa tan terrible. No entiendo cómo puedo vivir con alguien tan irresponsable como tú.
No. I remember that bit.
¿Dónde está mi tequila?
¿Dónde Mr. Tequila? Where is my tequila?
Pelos, este es el lugar, justo aquí.
Shitting on Flanders lawn.
Mira, justo en el jardín de Ned, ¿cómo pudiste hacerlo? Sigue, muchacho. Perro malo, te condeno al infierno.
Mejor le pido la palilla de nieve a Homero.
So muchacho is just friend.
Tú no te preocupes, muchacho, no te detengas.
And there he called him Chico.
Algunos vatos no comen zorrillos, pero algunos vatos sí. Como Cletus, el patán de flojos colmillos.
Holy shit, hang on. I need to see these Cletus lyrics again. Hey gente que no comería zorilo, pero también hay gente como Cletus el granjero boquiabierto. Como Cletus el granjero boquiabierto. Oh fuck, I butchered it at the end. But that's how you say slack-jawed yokel in Spanish, is it? Radio, I'll keep that in mind.
¿Aún estaban? ¿Y esperan a otra mujer menos discriminativa?
Christ. Alright, let's finish it up with the tall man in the tiny car.
Se fue por ahí.
That's a good look for Lisa, I will say.
¿Crees que mi apariencia tiene algo de cómico cuando conduzco mi propio automóvil?
Sí.
Es el niño que se ríe de todos. Vamos a reírnos de él ahora.
Es el niño que se burla de todos. Is that boy who laughs at everybody?
Profesor Brinco, le hará reír y con mucho ahínco le hará pensar y le hará... Ay.
That must be so hard to write and do because Frank barely speaks in sentences at time. Oh my god, that was such a fun thing to watch. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and it was interesting. And let me know, what is going on with the subtitles? Was I reading them wrong? Did I have the wrong thing chosen? Because it has an option for Espanol, and then there's Espanol Latino America. So I chose the Latino America one. I just figured that would be similar to what I usually hear in terms of like watching Lucha Libre and stuff like that. But I think I might have been reading them wrong. Maybe they got spread out across multiple things and it's one sentence, so you can't really see the whole thing in the right order in one. I don't know. But a lot of them were still pretty on point, and I really enjoyed all of these. Whoever does the voice of Homer Simpson is absolutely fucking killing it. Where is it? Where is this guy's name? Because I want to give him a shout out, because very, very difficult to do a authentic Homer Simpson voice. Espanol, here we go. Homero Simpson, Humberto Velez. Holy shit, he does the voice acting dub for Al Bundy in Married with Children, Dick Solomon in Third Rock from the Sun, Tony Soprano from The Sopranos as well. Wow, that must be a sweet gig. Being a voice actor and then people just give you massively globally popular stuff to just like, yep, here's a script, just read this, and you will now be tied to these amazing characters. And other than that, he's done some video game stuff and a couple of other things, but you know what? Francisco Humberto Velez Montiel, shout out to you. I hope things in Orizaba, Veracruz, Mexico are tranquilo. I'm not sure how much Spanish I picked up from this. Maybe after doing the edit or something like that, some of these will stick, but it was really interesting watching, again, all this dialogue that I know word for word from my childhood and I've seen it a million times and I could recite it word for word. Like, seeing that and reading that in another language is a fascinating thing to do. And like I said at the start of the video, I'm a huge fan of the Spanish language. I think it's a beautiful language. It's something I am trying to learn. And that was the whole purpose of this video, is just, oh my god, he did Peter Griffin as well. And fucking Professor Farnsworth. And Kif. Alright, hang on. I need to watch more of this guy's shit, because I got access to a whole bunch of this. He was in Monsters, was it Treasure Planet, something else. I want to hear his Peter Griffin, because all right, hang on, let me try this, because people have different like octaves and things like that they can hit, and I feel like I can do Dan Castellaneta's voices pretty good. I mean, Krusty the Clown. Krusty the Clown's a bit hard on the throat. Ugh. What's a low key? Oh, this is always death. My Krusty isn't bad. My Homer's okay. So the cops knew that in turn, I can't do Homer Simpson anymore at all. That's gone. Peter Griffin. I'm pretty interested to see his Peter Griffin, because that's probably the voice that I can do the best. Oh, actually, no, I can do a great Farnsworth. Good news, everyone! I'm a horse's butt. What? I am not. And Kif, how did Kif go? Kif, inform the men. I've mated with a woman. I'm surprised he doesn't do Zap Brannigan.
Futurama! Oye, Servicio Activo sugiere esto.
Yes, Futurama. All right, Farnsworth, let me hear it.
¿Qué tal si Bender fuera humano?
What if Bender were human? His Farnsworth is, I wouldn't say that's as good as his Homer, but his Homer is fucking astounding. And he did a Peter Griffin as well. And I understand that he's not trying to necessarily do an impersonation of, but he really picked the energy of Homer Simpson. It really, really nailed it. Alright, let's go. Padre de familia. Oh, whoops.
Padre de familia. Hoy presentamos
Padre de familia. Love it.
Licorería El 13º Paso.
Oh my god, I picked the episode with the first chicken fight.
Ah, sí, ese pollo de allá afuera me dio este cupón.
Lo siento, pero ya expiró.
The ridiculousness of this. Ese lindo polito me dio este cupón de descuento. Alright, so yes, the polite... Where's chicken? Because chicken is polos, isn't it? The ese lindo polito is what, polite chicken? Me dio este cupón de descuento. So, coupon, discount. This chicken gave me a coupon so I could get a discount. This polite chicken. Well, I'm very impressed with this voice actor. I think he does a tremendous job across all of these. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to check out any specific moments from movies or TV shows in a different language, maybe Spanish, maybe something else, I don't know where the hell this video is going to go, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget patreon.com/FWCI if you want to see an uncut version of this reaction. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.